What's up, everybody? Nick back here with you from Project Central, and today we are going to go over my top 10 favorite tools from Harbor Freight under $25. We've already done the $10 and less list. Post that here. So if you want to go check that out, go there. But let's dive in. Alright, so at number 10 is going to be a stud finder. This is super handy for whenever you're hanging up a shelf or you're attaching something to the wall that you need it to be really strong. Drywall anchors will only take you so far. They are great for hanging up pictures and stuff if you've got memorabilia in your garage. But if you're hanging up a shelf or you've got a cabinet next to the wall, you don't want it to tip over, anchoring that into a stud is a must. Harbor Freight has two different varieties here, the $15-ish one and the $25-ish one. They're both pretty good choices, and you know, whatever it takes to find that stud in the wall so that whatever you're hanging up is going to be super secure. Ironically, I was going to show mine for this video, but I couldn't find it. So, next. Alright, next at number 9 is going to be disposable gloves. I really like these super heavy 9mm ones for working on cars, and they just seem to last a little bit longer. You can use them sometimes maybe once or more than once. Sometimes you use them 2 or 3 times depending on what you're doing. They're great for having to deal with any sort of chemicals or like when you are just elbows deep into that project where your hands are filthy, because inevitably you're going to get a phone call, have to scratch your nose, or go to the bathroom. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So some disposable gloves are great. I keep boxes all over my garage and the house. Usually they get down to about half a box and I'll go buy some new ones. These are also great to watch for coupons. A lot of times you will get coupons for 20% off anything under 20 bucks. And most of these range from $10 to $15 a box depending on what they are. So these are great items to pick up when there's coupons. Alright, number 8 is going to be a high volume, low pressure spray gun. HVLP for short. They look like this. This is mine from forever ago. I've had this, but the design has not changed, and the price really hasn't changed on these in forever. You put your mixture or concoction, whatever you want to spray, in the top, hook an air line to the bottom, and you're good to go. Great for spraying stuff like clear coat or polyurethane or stuff like that, or primers or whatever you're needing to paint or spray or cover. I've used this one a lot, as you can see why it's pretty dirty, and there are some real high-end ones at Harbor Freight that are $100 plus, but they have these purple ones that are pretty affordable. They're usually under 20 bucks, 20, 25 bucks, and you can even catch them on sale for like 10 bucks with coupons. So check those out. Alright, at number 7 is the BFH. We all know what this is for, right? This is my LFH. I'm talking about the BFH. So the big flippin' hammer. Usually that's a 6 or 7 pound sledgehammer, but having a variety of hammers is really good. I know some of the Harbor Freight ones are $7 or $8 a piece. So for 25 bucks you can get 2 or maybe even 3 smaller specialty hammers or 1 big sledgehammer. They are super handy for let's say persuading things into place. Sometimes you need that thing out of the way, and a couple swings with a sledgehammer will get it done. Sometimes you need that concrete to be from big pieces to little pieces. It'll do it. So I really like having a variety of hammers. I've got a whole drawer full of hammers and pry bars and stuff. You can never have too many because sometimes it just takes that one special hammer to really get that project going. So check those out next time you're at the store. Alright, number 6 is going to be specialty sockets. Not all of these are from Harbor Freight. I've picked these up randomly over the years, but I just wanted to show Allen sockets, Torx sockets, and these are actually inverted Torx sockets. Auto manufacturers and manufacturers of equipment love to use weird fasteners. Very rarely can you just do everything with a 10, 12, and 15 millimeter socket anymore. I've got Jeeps. For some reason, Chrysler loves putting these reverse Torx head E whatever socket bolts on the back of motors and random places where you can't get to them. So I've got a whole set of these. They are super great to invest in because sometimes there's alternatives, but sometimes there's not. If you need a Torx bit, if you need a T45, that's the only thing that's going to fit in there. So investing in some of these kind of more specialty, nuanced sockets can be a really good investment, because if you don't have it, you are hosed. All right, number 5 is one of my favorite sets of pliers. These are the Doyle brand, so one of the newer brands at the store, Harbor Freight store. But these are called water pump pliers. They're basically channel locks, as you can see, channel locks. But they have this button here. You can press the button and you can lock in the jaws for whatever distance you want. So if you are trying to reach out and grab something that's funky and you can't get your channel locks, they keep slipping or whatever, these are some of my favorite. I actually found these in the middle of the road driving one day and stopped and jumped out into traffic, played Frogger, and jumped out and grabbed them. And let's just say these are the 10-inch ones. I need to go buy the 12-inch ones. And those are the ones I'm specifically calling out, is the 12-inch water pump pliers, I think they're called. But they're in the store on the plier aisle. Mine are on the top shelf. You know, they're pinky out top shelf. So check these out. I have used the heck out of these. All right, next up is going to be a cheap infrared thermometer. I'm sure a lot of us have these left over from the Rona times, but this is just I don't even know, general brand. I don't even know where I got this. But they're great because you can shoot a red dot, but it'll give you a temperature reading. They're great for, I use this a lot for diagnostic work. If I want to make sure my AC is blowing cold, I can still shoot it, shoot this down the vent to see how cold the AC is. I can use it if I've got a engine that's running and I think I've got a misfire in one of the cylinders. I can check the exhaust ports to see if there's one that's colder than the others. And it's just a great diagnostic tool. And laser pointer for the cats. Come on, that's the most fun thing ever. But for like actual tool uses, these are pretty nice to have. And Harbor Freight does have a $25 one. They've also got a more expensive one. But I'm putting the $25 one on the list because a lot of times you don't need to know exactly what that temperature is. You just, like doing AC work, you just need a range. You just need to know the temperature differential to make sure either your house or your car AC is blowing cold enough, or if you've got a cylinder that's cold. That's 95% of what I use these for. But very good diagnostic tool. Next up is a good set of straps. Even if you don't have a truck, sometimes you need to go to the store, throw something on the top of the car, strap it down, and drive it back to the house. Lumber, whatever. Sometimes, you're going to get parts or you're going to get materials, and having a good set of straps can be invaluable. Even if you're just helping a buddy move. Harbor Freight has some good selections. They've got some of these big 2-inch, 30-foot trucker straps. I've got a few of those for my trailer. They've also got these smaller ones that are like 500 or 1,000 pound load. Those are perfectly fine. and being able to secure whatever you're moving so it doesn't flop around. I sold some dirt bikes the other day. Dude didn't have any straps, so I gave him one of the super cheap Harbor Freight ones, just so that the little mini bikes I sold weren't flopping around the back of his truck. So, you know, pay it forward, I guess. Next up, pipe wrenches. This is a super duper old, made in China, little bitty, I don't know, 12-inch, 14-inch pipe wrench. But the one I'm suggesting to you is the Big Daddy pipe wrench. Whether you're doing plumbing work or, like, I used to use a big pipe wrench when I worked in a Jeep fabrication shop. We used to use the big pipe wrench to hold yokes on the rear end of a car when we were, you know, working on stuff, or if you've just got stuff you need to turn, you can't grab it with your hands, big pipe wrench. You may only use it once or twice a year, but dang, it's handy. All right, last up is going to be work lights. I picked this up the other day. I'm excited to try this out. These look pretty neat, right? I'm not going to turn it on, it's super bright. But these are 750 lumen. They've got magnets on the back. You can hang them. Work lights for when you're under a car. They've also got drop lights, right? So like this is my old drop light. It has been through the ringer. I like the LED bulbs in the drop lights. Back in the day when you're using incandescent bulbs, you used to drop them too hard and they'd explode. Not that much fun. It sounds fun now, but not that much fun whenever you are working on a car at midnight so you can go to work the next day. Not great. But having lights, whether whether you're changing out a faucet under the sink, you need lights for that. Whether you're working on your car in the middle of the night trying to get that engine swap done so you can go to work in 3 hours after an hour's nap in the car in the garage. So whatever you're doing, the lights eventually go out. It gets dark, even it seems like during the winter it gets dark at like lunchtime. So having good work lights can be an invaluable asset to working on stuff. What recommendations do you have for everybody out there who shops at Harbor Freight like us, trying to save some money? Post them down in the comments, and I appreciate you for watching. Go out there, do what you always do. Take care of one another, and I will see you next time. Bye.